Any form going forward?
I don't know. I'm not a very political person, but I do have beliefs. I have morals, and I'll always stand on those and be true to who I am. And I think people are going to take it how they want to take it, but I've never even really said anything about that. And so when it comes just to protecting young girls in sport and women in sport, I feel very strongly about that. I think that's why you have Title IX. That's why you have some of the greats in women's sports.
The WNBA is in complete chaos right now. What happened between the Indiana Fever and the Connecticut Sun was far more than just another game. It turned into a one-sided battle that ended with what many fans are calling one of the biggest moments of instant karma the league has ever seen. Brittney Griner, who signed a major one-year contract with the Connecticut Sun for the 2026 season, tried to use her size and strength to overpower Caitlin Clark on the court. She believed she could throw the young star off her game. She expected the Fever to fall apart, but Griner made one huge mistake. She forgot that Sophie Cunningham was ready to protect her teammate. The moment Griner challenged Clark, Cunningham didn't simply get involved. She responded with incredible intensity. What followed included a shocking locker room confrontation, a powerful post-game media moment, an encore performance that left the Connecticut Sun completely outmatched. If you thought WNBA rivalries were already intense, what happened next took things to another level.
From anybody with half a brain cell today. No doubt about it. Now, right here, double technicals for Sania Rivers and Caitlin Clark, who exchanged words after a Connecticut foul. That's 7 technicals for Caitlin Clark. One more, and she will be suspended. I hope they rescind this one because I thought it was complete bullshit. You see that score, 123-88. The Indiana Fever set a record for points in the first half of a game with 70 tonight. Wow. Yeah, and Caitlin Clark started this game fast.
Get ready, because the veteran stars were put under the spotlight, and Sophie Cunningham showed everyone why no one should mess with Caitlin Clark. To understand how everything unfolded, you have to look at what was happening during the game. The Fever were locked in a fierce matchup against the Connecticut Sun. Caitlin Clark was doing exactly what fans expect from her, controlling the game and knocking down deep three-pointers with confidence. As the pressure increased, the Sun became more frustrated. Late in the third quarter, Brittney Griner, now wearing a Connecticut Sun jersey, committed an obvious and aggressive offensive foul against Clark. Griner was clearly frustrated.
Connecticut Sun, 27 points, 11 assists in just 27 minutes. Indiana Fever beat the absolute dog crap, beat the brakes off the Connecticut Sun, 123-88. 70 points in the first half. This is what the Indiana Fever offense looks like when Stephanie White gets the hell out of Caitlin Clark's way. We got to get into it and break this game down. Caitlin Clark breaking records as always. Only the GOAT can do this. Only the GOAT can do this. Take a look at this here, courtesy of ESPN Insights. Another historic night for Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark became the first player in WNBA history to record.
And rather than accepting the call, she became even more physical. Tempers rose. Both players exchanged words, and Griner stepped directly toward Clark, using her height in an attempt to disrupt her focus. In a decision that quickly sparked debate, the officials issued Caitlin Clark a double technical foul. The momentum suddenly shifted. The Connecticut Sun bench celebrated, believing they had finally shaken Clark's confidence. Griner appeared pleased, convinced that her physical approach had worked against the league's rising superstar. Then the Indiana Fever coaching staff made a substitution that completely changed the game. Sophie Cunningham, who joined the Fever before the 2025 season through a trade and later signed a new contract for the 2026 campaign, stepped onto the floor. She wasn't entering just to play defense. She came in with a purpose. As soon as play resumed, Cunningham locked eyes with Griner. From that moment, she looked determined to change the outcome. Soon after, Clark found Cunningham with a perfect pass, and Cunningham calmly knocked down a huge three-pointer right in front of Griner. The crowd exploded with excitement. On the following possession, Cunningham attacked the basket, absorbed contact from Griner, and finished the play for a tough and one basket. Cunningham took complete control of the game with a scoring run that shifted everything in Indiana's
in. Nice little drive and hits the little floater. That's good stuff. This is my boy Venom. Welcome back, Venom. Venom Reacts. Go subscribe. He's back after his auto accident. And he was away for some days. He is straight up back. And he's going to be calling this on this Ty Harris to CC situation.
Oh my gosh, Caitlin Clark is cooking. Come here, Sanaya. Step back. Oh my gosh.
Give that guy a map.
Curling off the screen. Come here. Curry 3.
Bang. C22. What's up, Venom? Good to see you back, man. No doubt about it. His channel is growing. Talked to Venom tonight before the game. Good stuff. Good stuff. Caitlin again. Way out. Bam. Knocks it down from way outside. Good stuff. Absolutely good stuff. Caitlin Clark, let's see it. This is going to be an and one. She going to drive. Pull up another little floater. And the and one.
Favor. She looked toward Griner, pointed at the Connecticut Sun bench, and instantly quieted the entire sideline. The Fever's energy spread throughout the team, while the Sun struggled to respond. Indiana finished the game with a convincing victory, leaving Brittney Griner looking at the scoreboard in disbelief. But the biggest story was only beginning after the final whistle. The action during the game had already drawn plenty of attention. What happened afterward created even more headlines. Cunningham didn't stay quiet or quickly head to the locker room. According to insider reports and widely shared videos online, she stood in front of the media cameras and strongly criticized the veteran center. Instead of giving the usual carefully prepared answers, she spoke with confidence and made her feelings clear. She directly addressed what she viewed as repeated physical play against
Really important to protect.
Do you think, I guess, along the line like that, it goes against perhaps, some people might say, hey, for the trans community, this could be something that could come back on us or be targeted against us. Like, how do you, I guess, view that sort of critique?
Like I said, I extend love, and I don't dislike anyone. Like, I think there is room for absolutely everyone here, and I think there's room to love everyone. And I truly think when you get people in the same room and you have conversations, you actually have a lot in common with a lot of people. And so I'm there to love, but I'm also there to love biological women, and I think that there are rights that need to be protected. And like I said, I'm going to stand true to that. I'll never falter in my beliefs in that, but I have never once said I hated the trans community. Like I said, I think there's space for everyone.
Sophie, what about Connecticut today? Tell us a little bit about the game. What are you thinking about Keys or guard Brittney? You know her so well.
Yeah, I think it has been so fun. I played with BG for 6 years, and so I know her like the back of my hand. And as of late, she's been playing really good. She's been playing like OG Brittney, and so we have our hands full down in the paint. I really think actually Connecticut is playing really good as a whole. I think everyone's playing their role really well from top to bottom. They don't go out there and do anything outside of what they do, and that makes it difficult. And so, yeah, you could look at standings and where they're at in the league, but when you do that in this league, you're going to get beat by 50. And so we have one more game before break, and we cannot take this game lightly at all. And so we have to come out with following our scout, following
Caitlin Clark, and made it clear that any attempt to bully her teammate would be answered on the court. Her message to the rest of the league was impossible to misunderstand. She warned that anyone targeting the Fever's point guard should expect a strong response from the entire team. Fans reacted immediately, flooding social media with opinions about the incident. The Fever showed that they would stand together, while veteran players who depend on physical intimidation were reminded that those tactics may no longer have the same effect in today's WNBA. The Connecticut Sun tried to gain an advantage with aggressive play, but the situation quickly turned against them. Brittney Griner attempted to challenge the Fever, and Sophie Cunningham strengthened her reputation.
Comments that some would deem controversial. She's a teammate of Caitlin Clark. She plays on the Indiana Fever. And she was the one that got into it with a player a few weeks ago where she just pointed in her direction and kept pointing in her direction. That's Sophie Cunningham. Well, anyway, she made some comments that were deemed relatively controversial. about a week or so ago. I don't know when it was. And she said she wasn't backing down from her comments. And it was regarding trans athletes in women's sports. Matter of fact, she went so far as to say she doesn't think her comments were controversial at all. She shared her opinion on a polarizing topic in an interview with ESPN this week, where she claimed she felt a duty to, quote, protect young girls in a locker room, or young girls in sport who shouldn't have to go against biological men. That's what she talked about. She was asked to expand on the quote when meeting with the media on Wednesday, and she made it clear that's how she feels. Quote, "I said what I said," Cunningham told reporters. But rather than me just saying that, let's hear from Sophie Cunningham herself. Listen to what she had to say.
Talked about wanting to protect young girls who shouldn't have to go against biological men. Just can you expand your viewpoint on that?
I mean, I think I said what I said. I think it's kind of common sense. And I think I'll always believe in that. I think it's really important to protect children. And that's little girls who are also involved in that category. And so I stand on what I said, and I always believe that.
As one of the team's toughest competitors. Now it's your turn to share your thoughts on this dramatic WNBA showdown. Do you think Sophie Cunningham changed the direction of the game and sent a message to the Connecticut Sun? Leave your honest opinion in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss another WNBA update. Thanks for watching, and get ready because there's plenty more exciting basketball coverage coming soon.